In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Keegan Miller and why he looks like a very scary player. Of course, he was one of the top players in this year's NBA draft. So let's get down, let's check him out and see what he does well that you can also do well yourself in game. Really quickly, if you want to be able to shoot the basketball better, make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. This move right here is really interesting. Here he fakes the dribble handoff, and then he's able to take a couple of dribbles towards that left side, does a quick fake spin. He gathers the ball on his left foot on the spin, pushes off right left. Remember, you're allowed 2 steps before you shoot, and he's able to get that shot off and makes it at the buzzer beater. Regularly, this would be considered out of control by most coaches, but this is a very nice move and very good footwork and really shows his potential when it comes to footwork in the future. And then when he does turn for the shot, he's able to get his shoulder and elbow in line, and the reason why he's able to make this over top of a defender who's really quick or close, and he's able to shoot quickly is because he has close to a 90-degree on his elbow. We can see that right here. This is why I am such a huge fan of players who shoot with a 90-degree elbow, and that is because here, as we can see, when he's going up for his shot, there is very little bit of a degree of motion to that elbow. You're able to get your shot off faster. If he was to bring the ball way back to here, that would be a much longer distance to release, and that player could have blocked him. And he has almost similar footwork here, but really quickly, I really want to show you something, and that is on the gather, he gathers in the air after hopping off of his right foot. This hop right here is to get his feet set. Now, everyone's jumping for that ball. He didn't even have to do a shot fake. He just, barely at all. He just had to really look at the rim and get those guys into the air. And then because he had that good footwork, he was able to get that shot off with basically no time left. Also, the potential for him to be a last-second shooter, a clutch shooter, is very high because of games like this. His defense is also very good. These point-to-wing passes can be risky if you've got a defender who's quick. Off-ball defenders have to be quick. You have to be able to read passes, and as soon as this guy went for that pass, you know that there is a massive distance between these two players. Don't go to try to intercept it halfway through. Intercept it right in front of that receiving player, because then you can get that ball. That receiving player made a massive mistake by not coming to the ball and waited for the ball to come to him, and when that happens, you as a defender have to make them pay. Now, coming off of this screen, he's very smart. He attacks that rim quickly as soon as he gets that pass. The reason is because his man went over top of the screen. I've said this a lot of times in other videos, but anytime a player goes over top of the screen, you need to attack the basket. He drew multiple defenders, he drew multiple eyes, and he was still able to finish at the rim, but if this player was to come any closer, he could have kicked that ball out by keeping his head up, but he was in attack mode. He was able to get that and one, and it was a fantastic move. This was all from that screen up here and his ability to read his defender going over top of that screen and attacking that rim. And then when he did attack that rim, watch what he did. He went into his defender. He kept that ball high so that the ball couldn't be stripped. He kept it up to his chest. That's still a bit low in my opinion. He should have kept it a bit higher, but he was able to bring it up closer to his body when that player's hand came down, and he was able to go into that player. If he didn't go into that player, he would have not been able to get that foul call, and if he didn't go into that player, he could have been stripped a lot easier. Again, going with that 90-degree elbow as we see here allows him to get these shots off really quickly. He's going to be known as a very fast shooter, and teams better pay attention to that. Players better pay attention to that as well, because if you want to have a faster release, you want to have a 90-degree elbow. That is just going to automatically make your shot much faster. Now, reading this play right here is absolutely amazing. He's coming towards this side, and he gets the ball. His defender's shoulders are to the baseline, which means that you have to attack back quickly. When you do that, you now put that defender in jail behind you, but as we can see here, he wasn't totally behind Keegan Murray, and because Keegan Murray is, of course, very smart, he's able to use his off arm to then put that defender in jail so that he can get to that rim. Now, this drive right here is another fantastic example of being able to time your steps right. The only reason why he got around Kuminga was the one-step layup. At this point, he takes his dribble, he takes one step and then he goes for the layup. That throws everybody's timing off as a defender. Anytime that you're attacking the rim and you have multiple defenders looking to block your shot, you don't want to go 2 steps. 2 steps is going to get you blocked. One large step can throw defenders' timing off so that they cannot block your layup or dunk. Also, creating contact with your defender can get them back onto their heels. Here, he did not push off, and he was able to take that step back. Just by creating early contact, he's not getting his shoulder past his feet, and because of that, he's able to get that player off of him. Another thing that he did too was he did not bring that ball behind him. He didn't turn his back to the play. This guy is playing him tight, and he keeps that ball high and face the rim. The reason why this is important is because now you're always a threat. If you're facing this way, you're no longer a threat. If you're facing this way, you are. And the defender has to be, of course, diligent on not giving you too much or giving you not enough space, or what I should say is he needs to back up just a bit because you're a threat, because you can drive when you're facing the rim. As we can see here, he takes that quick hop back, and he knew that he was going to attack that side, but with that quick bump, gets that defender off, and of course he's able to get that shot off because once again, close to a 90-degree elbow is going to give him a much faster release. Also, being able to read defenders is important, and that's what he does here. This is so huge. Every player needs to be able to do this. Right now, he's in the corner. Keegan Murray is in the corner. He has a ball handler coming down, and his man is trying to overplay that side so that that pass cannot go to him. Keegan Murray is then able to cut back door by taking that quick 0 step here, which then moves the defender in that direction. And he's now got an open lane to the basket. He takes that lane, help defender comes over, but it's too late. He's able to posterize that guy. By being able to read defenders, you're able to get to the rim much easier, and if you've got a teammate who's willing to pass, you're in an even better situation. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.